So we're going to start with a bleed of our mechanical hydraulic clutch jack. So the few things that you'll need to do to start with would be to level the master cylinder and prepare it to start the bleed process. So I'll take an 8mm wrench and loosen my master cylinder and level it so I can get in and out of the master cylinder without too much spillage and mess. Try to reduce my mess by using paper towels as much as possible. This is our Pro Bleeder. It attaches to the master cylinder, and it's not only a catch can, but it's actually a vacuum bleeder. Just position the foam on top of the rectangular reservoir and clamp away. The slave cylinder, I want to remove it so I can handle in my hand and manipulate it make it as easy as possible for myself. So I'll start with line removal, as simple as this. Some of the fitment. To remove the slave cylinder, you'll need to use a tool. So you want to grab the arm and relieve the tension on the unit, sliding the rod and the boot out of the holding bracket. Pivot your rod out and around, and now once all the spring tension's off of this arm, you can pivot it directly on top of it, and it allows it easily to slip off.
This is for the one star.
Yeah, I know, but is this
It's as simple as pressing the tubing on the nipple, cracking open the bleed nipple itself. The procedure you'll want to start with is a pull, just to remove any air that may be residing in this assembly here. And you can see the air is pulling out now. I'm able to just pull on the syringe and create a little bit of vacuum and pull that air right out. I have enough fluid in the master cylinder to where I will not suck it dry. My air stays in the syringe, and I can start pushing my fluid up through the system. So you'll want to push your air out of this tubing into the bottom of this catch can, allowing this to actually turn into your master reservoir. There's no air in that tubing, and now I can draw with my syringe, creating vacuum in the system and pulling the fluid that I've just pushed into this can back through the system. Tighten my fitting. Make sure I'm tight. Clean up. We always recommend a bit of just rubbing alcohol. It's inexpensive, removes all oil, and simply doesn't leave a residue. Just a real quick and easy positioning. Again, your split ferrule. Position it with the large end for the nipple. Your arm here, directly in line with it. I have a tool that helps me leverage this arm spring tension. And through a slot underneath the mounting bracket, slip it in. You're good to go. You'll want to check a couple of things. Your free play, basically by pulling the slave out, as far as it will go, you should have 3 to 5 millimeters of free play. This one's on about the end of its about the extreme end of it's about at 5 millimeters, so anywhere in there allows this system to operate and deal with your heat. Your expanding clutch plates repositions the piston in here so that it allows that heat affected positioning to adjust and not affect where your engagement point is on your master cylinder. Also, there must be movement here to allow this rod to not bind through its stroke. Move my Pro Bleeder. The fluid flows back into the can. Simple as that. I'll replace my master cylinder's cap, and we're done. Let's check the clutch actuation, see if it feels good. Oh, beautiful. Nice and easy pull. Long lasting. Good to go.